My name is Richard Reichman and I'm a partner in the Business Crime and Regulation team at BCL Solicitors. Against the background of the UK's desire to achieve carbon net neutrality by 2050 and the COP26 climate summit, coupled with increasing eco-anxiety about climate change issues and loss of biodiversity, we're beginning to see UK regulators act to take greenwashing seriously. Greenwashing is effectively making a product look more green than it in fact is, and it's a play on the term whitewashing. So people might have booked a holiday having seen that it was an eco-resort, or they may have bought a product which was described as a green product, and they think that they're making a sustainable choice, whereas in fact they're not. It's important because over 50% of UK consumers are taking environmental issues into consideration in their general life, and they're trying to make more sustainable choices. And it's been estimated that in 2019, the sustainable market in the UK was in the region of £41 billion. So if products are misleading, it means that there's harm being caused to consumers, there's harm being caused to other businesses that are playing fairly, and there's harm being caused indirectly to the environment. So what are we seeing happen as a result of this? We're seeing UK regulators begin to take action. We've seen the Financial Conduct Authority in its most recent business plan say that it wants to promote trust and protect consumers in relation to ESG funds. And this was following a £200 billion inflow into such European sustainable funds in 2020. We're seeing the Advertising Standards Agency take action to review eco claims, and its sister organisation issue guidance in relation to them. And most significantly, we're seeing the CMA, the Consumer and Markets Authority, which is the UK's competition and consumer authority, taking action as a result of an aim in its business plan to review eco claims and take action where necessary. What we've seen the CMA do is, following a web sweep in November 2020, where it identified that 40% of global eco claims were potentially misleading, it's consulted and it's issued guidance running to 56 pages to help businesses understand how they comply with existing consumer protection legislation. So the guidance doesn't create any new offences. It is signalling to businesses that they need to take action to comply with existing consumer protection offences. The guidance hinges on 6 key principles, which include ensuring claims are truthful and accurate, ensuring that they're clear and unambiguous, and making sure that there's evidence to substantiate the claims, which could be scientific or other evidence. There are criminal offences for businesses which make misleading claims under the Consumer Protection from Unfair Trading Regulations 2008, and these offences are punishable by a fine without upper limit or a custodial sentence up to 2 years. And we're seeing over the last decade a dramatic increase in regulatory fines, with very large organisations now expecting to receive very large fines in the millions or tens of millions. We recently saw a utility company fined £90 million as a result of environmental breaches, and so regulatory failings are now resulting in penalties at a level which were historically reserved for financial breaches or competition cases. In terms of what we might see in the future, at the moment, it's inevitable that there will be further ESG regulation and enforcement action. And interestingly, the CMA is currently subject to a consultation which may result in the CMA receiving further powers to directly fine organisations up to 10% of their global turnover as a result of consumer protection breaches. So it's quite likely that we'll see a much stronger CMA in the future in relation to consumer protection issues. So what should businesses do as a result of these developments? Well, businesses need to review their existing eco claims and any future eco claims against all of the available guidance, including the CMA's guidance. They also need to go wider than that and review other ESG claims that they may make beyond just environmental claims, and ensure that those are also not misleading. Businesses need to ensure that any claims that are made are truthful and accurate, they're clear and unambiguous, and that they're supported by scientific or other evidence. They need to take all reasonable precautions and exercise all due diligence to ensure that offences aren't committed, and they should record those steps because there can, in certain circumstances, be a due diligence defence if businesses have taken that sort of action. Importantly, the CMA fired a warning shot to businesses, and it said either comply by the new year or there will be enforcement action. And so businesses need to act now, otherwise they face significant compliance risks in 2022.